Hello and welcome to Module 2. All right. Once again, my name is Emmanuel Edward, your instructor for the AI-powered software development training. In Module 1, we explored how software development evolved from manual coding to AI-assisted systems. And you saw how AI can now help you build powerful applications faster than ever. Now, in this module, you will learn one of the most important skills every AI developer must master. And that skill is called prompt engineering and context engineering. Everyone knows about prompt engineering. That's the talk of the town. But if you must know this, there is something more powerful than prompting. It is called context engineering. This is the heart of AI-powered software development. Without understanding these two concepts, man, you'll be missing up a whole lot of things. You'll be writing prompts that will get you messy results. That is why it's important that we take time out to study the concept of prompt engineering and context engineering. That's a whole lot of what you are going to be doing all through your AI-powered software development journey. Every now and then you'll be writing prompt. Every now and then you'll be writing prompt. All kinds of prompt to develop, prompt to generate this, prompt to fix this, prompt to correct that. So it's important that you understand how to give context to the AI application. We're going to explain these two concepts briefly so you understand what we are talking about. Now, what is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is the art of communicating with AI in a structured way that gets you the exact result you want. Exact result, that is the key word. In traditional programming, you communicate with a computer through code, right? But in AI-powered development, you communicate with AI through natural language. Remember when we mentioned natural language processing, all right? So you use language, English text, or any language that your AI understands to communicate and talk to it, to instructing it on what to do for you. The AI reads your prompts, understands your intent, and turns it into a working code or designs or even full applications. But here's the truth. The quality of your prompt determines the quality of the output you get from your AI. If you write poor prompt, you get poor output. That's the truth. All right. A vague prompt will give you vague results. A precise, structured prompt will produce accurate and professional results. So it's important you take your time to know how to put your words together and ensure it gives you the right output. All right, let's also look at context engineering before we go into writing these prompts, because we're going to write some things right now. We're going to use ChatGPT and possibly Cloud AI to do our prompting. What is context engineering? Context engineering is, please take this, very important, take note of it, is the process of giving the AI the right background information so it understands exactly what you are trying to achieve. You are giving the AI as detailed information surrounding what you want to achieve. You see, AI doesn't just read words. It tries to interpret your context. When you include the right context in your prompt, you help the AI see the brighter picture of what you are building. Let's just look at some examples of what we are talking about. If you tell your AI, for instance, build a login page with React. React is a JavaScript, all right, framework, a front-end framework. If you tell your AI build a login with React, that is a prompt. There is no background information. There is no context within that prompt. All right. But if you want to take it further and tell the AI how you want it, not just what you want, how you want it, you know, the situation surrounding what you want, the environment, the kind of output you expect, all right, you have turned that prompt into a context. Now, let me try to refresh it to make it become a context, all right? Now, tell your AI this, you are a senior full stack developer building a modern SaaS dashboard. SaaS means software as a service. Create a responsive login page using React and Tailwind. Tailwind CSS is for styling your pages. Now, you also add it should include email and password fields, client-side validation, a forget password link. The design should match a clean startup UI theme. Now, see the difference between those two things. The first one was just build me a login page using React. But this one gives you rich information. It tells you what type of project, what kind of design, what technology stack should be used, and the user experience expectation. What user experience, what are you expecting in terms of the experience of the user? All right. So the context changes everything. It helps the AI not just to see code, not just to code for you, but to code intelligently according to your context, according to the background information that you gave to that AI. But you must also know that you have to combine prompt with context. They work together. They don't work independently. Fine, you wouldn't have a context without a prompt, all right? So prompt engineering is what you want AI to do, while context engineering is why and how you want it done. You see the difference? So prompt, you tell AI what to do. Context, you tell the AI why and how that thing should be done. So, but when you combine both of them, your output becomes incredibly accurate. Incredibly accurate. All right. So, I want us to get into getting some things done right now. You know, I'm going to say, let me give you the context. You can see my screen. I'm on ChatGPT right now. You're an experienced full stack developer, the expertise in React. I will explain it before I push. And Firebase. Build me a login system for a SaaS dashboard. Use React, Tailwind, CSS, and Firebase. Add client-side authentication. Make it very responsive. I will explain what that means. With a modern UI. A modern and minimalist UI. The design should adapt to modern software development trends for startups. All right, so this is a perfect example of a context, not just a prompt. If it were to be a prompt, I would just say, build me uh, build me a login system. I will just start like this. This is where I will just build me a login system for a SaaS dashboard using React. That's prompt. No background information, no extra detail. You know, that extra detail is what we call context. And it is very important that we use context so that the AI can build to precision, you know, to exactly what we want. All right. As if I wanted to use ChatGPT. No, ChatGPT is not very good in UI. Notice that. Not very good. But let's just try something and see what will happen. If you build this, we will still need to take it to our code editor because it will only give us code. Let's see. It's thinking. Okay, see that? It's coding for me right now, right now. Okay. Now, while ChatGPT is doing what it is doing, I just wanted you to see that with that context, I can generate some code. But to really build this thing, I won't do it in ChatGPT actually. I will do it in a maybe Lovable or a place like, let's try it in Lovable first. Or Replit or Bolt or Cursor. All right. I won't do it directly in ChatGPT. All those platforms I've mentioned, they still use ChatGPT's coding models like GPT-5. Okay, so this is my Lovable homepage, lovable.dev. Going to log in right now to one of my accounts. I have many accounts, and I will tell you why I have it so many, so that you get to know whether you will also need to have many, whether you'll be paying them, you know, for every project. Because all these platforms that we have mentioned, they have free version that limits you to a few projects. They also have paid versions, all right? So I can actually use the free version to complete some sites. But when the site is big and complex, I will have to pay them because I will need more, and I will need more credits, all right, to work on such projects. I've actually used Cursor to build very complex projects without paying anything. All right, you get to see all that. But practicals will really become intense when we enter Model 3. Okay, so I think maybe this is a network problem because I expected it to open. Okay, there was a problem. Let me refresh it. Okay, So I'll log into one of my accounts. Let me see this one. Okay, so let me try this. This one, so I think I still have something there. Don't have anything in that account. So I will switch to another account. I don't have any remaining credit in this account. I've used them up. So this is the projects that I have built with this account. They're the projects that I've done with this account. Okay, see them. Get a lot. Okay, I'll log out from this. Now, when I say credit, these platforms, they give you free credit to start with. For instance, Lovable gives you 30 credits every month. All right, it gives you 30 credit every month. With that 30 credit, you can build something. Yeah, build at least, can build 2 applications with it. All right. Then let me check your account. So, but when you exhaust that your free credit, it means you have to pay them. The Lovable is currently at 25 USD per month. That 25 USD will give you 100 credits. I'll show you some tricks as we progress. What I do to stay afloat without having to spend too much of money, you know. Okay, so this is another account of mine. Let me see if I have credit here. I just need, maybe I will eventually create a new account when we start module 3, because I'm gonna be building a lot of stuff on Lovable. Then, okay, I have 5 credit here in this account. Okay, so before I paste that prompt and we get started, I feel I should just, show you around. Okay. Okay, let's all do it. You see, I have some projects here also. All right, this is a meter reconciliation platform, the Spirit, Eagle and Thistle, the product sourcing, crypto trading platform. This is very cool and awesome. Google, this is a NGO and so on. There are so many great things I've done with this Lovable. It's an e-commerce site, CBT platform, a filling station platform, Polytechnic, and so NGO, Diplomat Academy, is a secondary school. There are still many of them. All right, so let's just build with that prompt. Let me check on ChatGPT. See now, ChatGPT failed, I think because of network issue. Let me click on retry. We'll come back to it while we continue building with Lovable. So I'll paste that prompt here. Let's see what Lovable will do for us. Okay, I've pasted the prompt, so it's taking me in. Yeah, it has created the project and calls it AuthZen. This is a project name. Okay, calls it AuthZen. So it's thinking. What is this one? Okay. Probably is thinking. Forget this side. This side, they are trying to advertise something for Lovable Cloud. All right. So focus should be on this. This is our process. I have pasted this prompt, the left-hand side, pasted this prompt. So it answered me back after thinking for 26 seconds and says, I'll build a modern SaaS login system with a minimalist startup focused design. Let me create a sleek authentication flow inspired by products like Linear and Vexel. Okay, these are startups because I mentioned it, and it's quoting two other startups. Have you seen that? I gave it context. So it's now going to model after these two guys, these two SaaS platforms. Design approach, you said it will be clean, spacious layout with subtle depth, professional blue, gray color, that's the color I choose. But if I had a logo, I wanted to follow my logo color. So I will upload my logo by clicking this plus sign. Click plus sign. I click on attach. It takes me to my computer and I'll upload my logo for it. All right, but since we are just test running this, just for the purpose of this class, we don't have a logo for it. Okay. So because the project only has to be adapt to your branding, your brand colors, which is from your logo. All right. So professional blue, so gray color. That is not bad. Blue and gray is cool. Glass morphism effects for modern feel. You will see that effect. I may not be able to describe it until you see it. Smooth micro interactions. That is, you hover on something, it makes some movement. Those are the transitions. Card-based authentication forms. Split screen layout for larger screens. The features will include, I think it's still building. Will this 5 page carry me? So this is the grade I have left, 4.4. Let me still go through. Let's see. Gas login system, password reset, protected dashboard route, auth state management with loading state, responsive design, mobile face, error handling. About authentication, you mentioned Firebase. Lovable has. Okay. So I will change it from Firebase to Supabase. I don't like it. This is a Lovable cloud. I will tell you why as we progress. It's a kind of native database system that allows you to store your data within Lovable. Before, I used to use Supabase as for my database, right? So I don't like this. This is the cloud they are trying to advertise. I don't usually like it again after having a bad experience with it, right? I wanted to run some external SQL commands. It couldn't run, telling me, I mean, it was locked. They don't allow you to do your own custom things within that their native cloud, native database. So it provides the education. They are trying to advertise it to us. No Firebase account needed, no configuration, you know all that. Okay, so they let me know cloud builder. They're asking for my permission. If I had my way, if this was a real project, I wouldn't allow it. I would rather choose to use a, what is it called? Supabase. I'll tell it no that it should give me Supabase. So it will allow me to connect to Supabase just by coming here. I'll click this top right and connect to Supabase. All right, I will show you all that as we progress. But being that this project is not really a big deal for now, I can allow you to use the native database. So it's still building. So it's taking longer, still building. So all I have to do is to wait. So while it's building, let me see what's up with ChatGPT. Okay, so ChatGPT thing is done in its own. By the way, I'm on a free ChatGPT account. Let's see if we can preview it for us. Okay, that's a preview. It's loading. Syntax error. Why? You see it ran into error. Look at the syntax error. You are the one that wrote the syntax, not me. You know, the error you're encountering. So let me try again to people. It won't run because of that error. So if I really want to push further, I'll copy this thing and tell ChatGPT, hey, there's an error. This is debugging now. Fix it. I said, so it will attempt to fix it. All right. Okay, this guy is still working. Now let me create your modern SaaS authentication system with a sleek design. Please create it. Can't wait to see what you've got. Oh. ChatGPT is fixing while Lovable is still editing and coding. It's writing the dashboard now. Okay, so we wait for the two platforms. Let's see what they will both come up with. Now notice that this thing here, there's a stop button here. This window, there's a stop button here. Once you see this thing change to an arrow, know that it has done building. Right? It will also tell you here that it is ready. All right. But once you see this thing show stop button, it means something is still going on. You don't need to worry yourself. It's still building. All right. You can even use audio to talk to this AI by clicking this audio button. All right. Really, so see now that's one thing I said. It has recorded. I didn't mean to do that. So the Bible is telling us, done. I built your modern SaaS authentication system with authentication flow, login, and all that. It's telling us everything it has done. Wow, see the preview in the right-hand side. So that thing has taken out that their advert that was playing before. So it's telling me everything it has done. Now it's telling me you can also view the back end. All right, but let's look at the front end first. Also notice that my credit that was 5 is now 1.90. It's prompting me to upgrade. You know, that data I say they give you every month, they give you 5 per day for 6 days. So if you want to build something in the free account, the first day you are going to build 5 like I've done now. If I want to continue, I'll continue tomorrow when I exhaust this 1.90 that's remaining. See, it's remaining 1.9. It was 5 before, right? So if I want to continue building this, that will be tomorrow. After I will do some things with this 1.90 remaining. You see the arrow sign has appeared because Lovable has done what it could do with the first iteration, that is the first output. Okay, so you can scroll to see, it looks very basic. It is now your place to extend it further to look exactly like what you wanted, right? So, but you can open it in a new tab. Let me click to open it in a new tab. Okay, so this is the link. You can share this link with somebody if you really want to share it. But I don't share this particular link, but it's shareable. Okay. Why I don't share it is because it has this edit with Lovable icon at the bottom right. I don't want people to see what I'm building with at a particular time. Okay, so this is this. This is what it looks like. It looks cool for a simple and first iteration. But if I'm really interested in building this further, I know I will have to come back here and say, okay, add so section, add so section, add so this, add so this. This is just our first actual work. Look at the sign up here. Let's see if we can sign up. Because there's a database, there's a back end. So we should be able to sign up. Okay, see that? So I've signed up and it took me in. Okay. Account is active, activity, configurations, and all that. Wow. Looks good. Let me see the features. Okay. It's not active yet. So it's also not active. It's now your place to now say, do this feature for me, do this one for me, do this one. You just keep prompting it. You have given it context. So everything it's going to do after now, it will be still tied to that your initial context. In the next lesson, I will show you how to generate what we call software requirement specification document, right? That becomes the full context of your entire software. That will be done in the next lesson. But for now, see what Lovable has done for us. This is just UI. Let me see what it looks like on mobile. If you want to view mobile, you do inspect, right click. Let me do that. I want to see the, instead of just doing this one may not give you the exact thing on mobile. This may not give you the exact thing you're looking for mobile. So what I usually do is I right click, I go to inspect. All right. Click here, see where I click. This place that has screen icons. All right, so this is 494 by 520. That's the screen dimension. So this is what it will look like on mobile. All right. Doesn't do anything actually. Well, that's a dashboard. Okay. So I can close this again and come back. Let me sign out. All right. It's actually cool to start with. I can go back to the home page. We call this Sassify. All right, so let's go back to ChatGPT and see what this guy is still running into here. Okay, so usually I don't do this with ChatGPT. ChatGPT gives me context, gives me prompt. I feed that prompt to AI, to the tools I use. Normally is just one of them. We're going to see more advanced tools as we progress. All right, so that is that for this course, this lesson on prompt and context engineering. All right, so see you in the next lesson.